like a little sister to him. Now I finally understood. She was my promised alpha's private little plaything.
What if Serena really becomes Lucian's mate?
Impossible. My uncle can't even have sex. How can he mark Serena? Besides, Serena has loved me for 7 years. She will cry and beg me to be her alpha.
The next day, my mother came to me with the registration form.
Serena, the name on the mate registration form is wrong. Lucian is disabled. He can't perform.
Mom, the name on the form is not wrong. Damon gave me to his uncle as a joke. I will make him call me Aunt Serena.
Lady Graves was shocked when she heard I wanted to marry her disabled son, Lucian.
Are you sure?
Yes,
He can't get hard.
that's fine.
7 years ago, Lucian Graves was betrayed by his own men. A bullet hit his tailbone. Everyone said he could no longer stand or sex. No woman wanted to marry him. So the prenup was generous. $5 million, 2 coastal estates, a trust fund under my name.
Serena, Lucian added all of this himself.
Sounds good.
When we went to Graves Manor to discuss the wedding, I met Lucian for the first time. He sat in a wheelchair, like a saint, handsome and gentle. But he was hot, dangerously hot, a hot saint. I pushed his wheelchair into the greenhouse. Lucian was easy to talk to. He talked about war and jewelry. Every word landed right.
Miss Vale, Lady Graves wants you to try on the wedding dress.
I'll go then. You can't follow me. The groom is not supposed to see the bride before the wedding.
Fine.
I walked into the fitting room. The dress was beautiful, but the zipper was stuck behind my back.
Mary, can you come in and help me with the zipper? Mary?
The next second, a large hand covered my mouth. Damon pulled me back against his chest. His breath burned against my ear.
Serena, what were you doing with my uncle? Why were you looking at him like that?
Don't move. Serena, you look beautiful in that dress.
Damon, get out!
Still shy? You waited 7 years for me. Now I'm finally going to marry you. You must be so happy you can barely stand it.
Are you insane?
Damon looked at me in the mirror. His lips brushed the side of my neck.
Serena, stop pretending. You are crazy about me. So what if I kiss you now? What if I touch you a little? I have always wanted to know what you would look like in my arms, wearing a wedding dress.
Just then, Ruby's voice came from outside the door.
Damon, where are you? I already packed for the beach.
When is the wedding?
In 1 week.
Can't you push it back one more day? Ruby's been in a bad mood lately. I need to take her to the beach.
Forget it. I'll try to make it back in time. How else am I supposed to show up as your mate?
I finally understood. Damon still thought this wedding was for me and him. In his eyes, Lucian was not a real man, and changing the form was only a joke that would never count. I wanted to explain, but Damon had already opened the door. Ruby threw herself into his arms. Then she saw my messy wedding dress. Her face twisted at once.
Serena, you are so lucky.
Before the wedding, I still need to take this little prubbling to the beach. Don't miss her dance, Serena. You always knew Rue was like a little sister to me. Once you enter the Graves family, I'll treat you well.
And asked why. He blushed and stammered.
When Sebastian sleep with you, Sebastian always wets the bed.
I glanced down, and suddenly it all made sense. I helped him while blushing, and couldn't help teasing.
Only little kids wet the bed. How can a duke be like a little kid?
Later, the clingy fool returned to being the cold and elegant duke. He stayed close to me day.
Only little kids wet the bed. Duchess, how can you be like a little kid?
I saved the Duke of Devonshire from drowning at the Hyde Park Spring Flower Show. In full view of everyone, our clothes were soaked through and our skin touched. The Queen granted us a royal marriage on the spot. On the wedding day, Mrs. Megan combed my hair in the room, tears in her eyes. I laughed at her tearfulness.
It's a happy day, Mrs. Megan. You should be happy for me. Why are you crying?
Mrs. Megan stopped. Her voice choked.
I just pity you, my dear. You have such a hard fate. I heard that since the Duke of Devonshire was injured, his mind is like a child's. How can he be a good husband?
Assassins broke into Buckingham Palace on Christmas Eve. The Duke was injured in the head while protecting the Queen, and became mentally impaired. After the royal marriage was announced, all the debutantes in London laughed at me, saying I would marry a fool just to climb the social ladder. I didn't care.
It's better than being married off to Vachant Thorn by father.
The one from Thorn Manor?
Mrs. Megan opened her eyes in disbelief. Viscount Thorn was over 30, a notorious playboy in London. He was crippled in a horse racing accident in his youth, and since then had taken pleasure in torturing women. I nodded.
I never thought father could be so heartless.
When I was 3, my mother fell seriously ill. Before she even died, father brought the pregnant Lady Blackwood into the manor. For the next several years, I grew up, but my heart became dead. He ignored my stepmother's cruelty and allowed my stepsister Isabella to bully me. Now, to form an alliance with the Thorne family, he was pushing me into the fire. I had lived in seclusion for years and was too weak to resist. Above parental authority, the only thing I could think of was royal power. The Duke of Devonshire was the Queen's beloved cousin, and had been injured saving her. That day, I risked my life jumping into the lake to save him, betting everything on it. I had only wanted to ask the Queen for a royal decree, but I never expected the broad and triumphant smile she wore that day. The sound of the wedding carriage bells grew louder and louder.
The Duke of Devonshire was once such a brilliant and honourable man.
I picked up my feather fan and whispered,
His nature must be kind and easy to get along with. Marrying him is my good fortune. Don't worry, Mrs. Megan.
Although I could comfort Mrs. Megan, I was actually scared inside. Marrying into a duke's mansion, I feared that one wrong move could ruin my reputation. From the church to the return to the duke's mansion, my heart raced and I dared not relax for a moment. When I sat on the bed, my hands were trembling with exhaustion. Because of nervousness, I unconsciously hid my face under the fan. But soon, there was a soft sound at the door. As the scent of sandalwood approached, my fan was gently lifted, and a stunningly handsome face suddenly loomed before me. Sebastian Cavendish wore a bright red wedding suit. His features were cold and sharp, but his eyes were clear and innocent.
The Queen didn't lie. It really is the fairy sister from that day.
I was surprised.
Does Duke still recognize me?
That day, Sebastian had choked on water and was still half conscious when I revived him, unable to recognize anyone. I thought he would have forgotten completely.
Yes.
He nodded and sat down beside me. He naturally wrapped his arms around mine and rested his head on my shoulder, coquettishly.
The lake was so cold, so cold. It was Sister who saved Sebastian.
Sebastian was tall and broad, his voice the deep, clear tone of an adult man. His childlike coquetry made the newly arrived servants cover their mouths and giggle.
The Duke is very fond of the Duchess.
I blushed and instinctively looked at the man beside me. But in an instant, Sebastian's attention was caught by the crystal wind chime on the headboard, and he played with it happily. He really is foolish. How could he know what love is? Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Your Highness, it's time for the wedding toast.
Sebastian immediately put down the chime and turned to me obediently, smiling. After drinking a glass, he frowned.
It's so bitter and spicy.
Before Mrs. Whitmore could fetch the macarons, he couldn't wait and ran to the table himself. The next second he ran back. He held the macaron to my lips.
This is sweet. Sister, eat it.
I was stunned for a moment and took a bite. A sweet taste filled my mouth, but my heart felt soft and aching. Since my mother died, no one had ever thought of me first, or fed me like this. My nerves, which had been taut all day, finally relaxed. Marrying this foolish duke seemed better than I had imagined. After all the ceremonies, Sebastian was taken to wash up. Mrs. Whitmore helped me remove my makeup and said casually,
The Duke is simple-minded now. If the Duchess treats him with sincerity, you will surely have a happy marriage.
I understood her implication.
Please speak plainly, Mrs. Whitfield.
She handed me a thick illustrated book.
The Duke likes Duchess and is willing to be close to her. But because of his injury, the marital duties will require the Duchess to take the initiative.
Before entering the mansion, a governess had come to Blackwood Manor to teach me how to serve a husband. I knew then, Sebastian and I were to be a real married couple, but I never expected the Queen's reminder to come so quickly.
Eleanor will follow Her Majesty's teachings.
I hurt too much to walk. Let me rest for a second, okay?
I could not refuse. Lucas's eyes turned cold at once. He had just taken one step toward us. During the months I had a crush on Lucas Reed, the football captain, I tried everything to lose weight. One day in volleyball class, I almost passed out from hunger. Lucas grabbed my hand and dragged me straight to the cafeteria. Lucas looks angry, but keeps his voice low.
Can you stop starving yourself?
If anyone makes another joke about your body, I'll shut them up.
That was the day I thought Lucas might like me too, so I confessed.
What? Lily Taylor, did you just say you like Lucas?
His voice carried across the whole classroom. For 1 second, the room went silent. Then everyone burst out laughing.
Damn, Lucas really is something. Even the fatty has a crush on him. Lucas, is that why you keep rejecting girls? You were saving yourself for her?
You serious?
My face burned. I could not say another word. Then a loud crash cut through the room. Lucas stood up and kicked over his desk.
I just want to know one thing.
Lucas looked down at me.
What made you think you could confess to me? Do you think my standards were that low?
My whole body went stiff. The heat drained from my face.
Don't you think you're kind of gross?
I had been mocked for my body for years, but Lucas was the first boy who ever defended me. For a while, I thought my life could be different. But today, Lucas crushed that dream himself. I finally understood. Girls like me did not get exceptions. Before the next bell rang, Lucas rubbed his brow and left the classroom. He never came back that day. The next morning, one of his friends came over to move his desk.
Lucas said he felt sick after yesterday. He's taken a few days off. He asked me to move his seat. Not because of you, don't overthink it.
I blinked hard. My eyes stung. I couldn't understand why being bigger than other girls made people hate me this much. I only ate half a bowl more than they did. Was that really so disgusting? 3 days later, Lucas came back. He walked into the classroom with his arm around Bella Hart's waist. Bella was captain of the cheer squad. Every guy's dream. And I, a nobody, people only remembered when they needed a joke.
Damn, Lucas. Finally got yourself a girlfriend? So is it real or just for show?
What do you mean? Do I look like the kind of girl who lets random guys put their hands on my waist?
Lucas did not deny it. People started cheering and teasing them. I lowered my head and looked at my workbook. At least no one cared about what happened that day anymore. No one had time to laugh at me. That was already good enough. After that, I buried myself in schoolwork. On the next AP Calculus test, I beat Ethan Miller, the top student, for the first time. The moment class ended, Ethan moved his desk beside mine.
Miss Carter said I keep messing up the written explanations. She told me to learn from you. New seatmate. Help me out?
It took me a few seconds to realize I had a seatmate again. I was a little happy, so I quickly pulled out my notebook.
Here, this is what I use.
Thanks.
When I looked up by accident, I met Lucas's eyes across the room. He had been watching us for a while. A second later, he looked away first. Then he gave a short, ridiculous smile. I did not know my confession had disgusted him that much. So much so that he could not even stand to see me doing okay. The next morning, Ethan brought me 2 sausage rolls. I had just taken them when Lucas walked over with a low laugh.
Didn't know you had such specific taste, man.
What do you mean?
For you. You like this type, right? Want me to bring you more tomorrow?
Lucas's friends laughed with him. Once again, our corner of the classroom became the center of attention. Ethan cursed under his breath. Then he moved back to his old seat without another word. From beginning to end, neither of them looked at me, but every word was about me. My eyes fell on the pictures scattered across the desk. The sausage rolls in my hands went cold.
Why would you do this?
What? Are you that desperate for attention? Every guy who sits beside you gets the full treatment?
After that day, no one was sitting beside me. The girls did not talk to me much either. Everyone liked bright, easy girls. I was quiet, dull, and easy to leave in a corner. Even then, I never thought about dieting again. The only time I had tried to lose weight was because I liked Lucas more than food. Now, I did not like him anymore. That Friday, we had volleyball class. Halfway through class, it started roaring. Everyone ran toward the gym entrance. They laughed and screamed while covering their heads. Before I even made it off the court, my kneecap slipped out of place. I fell hard. When the bone slid back, the pain hit its peak. I lay on the wet court, unable to sit up. Then a person stopped beside me. I grabbed one pant leg without thinking.
I can't stand. Can you help me?
No.
Maybe if you lost weight, you wouldn't fall so hard.
I was soaked through. Lucas did not look at me. He walked past me. Rain kept running into my mouth, but my throat still felt dry. I could only try to push myself up. Near the gym entrance, I heard people talking.
She doesn't look like she's faking it. Should we help her?
You like her? You go.
It took me almost 10 minutes to sit up. I still could not stand, so I sat quietly in the rain. I forced myself to think about what Grandma might make for dinner. Otherwise, the pain in my knee and the eyes behind me would break me. In the end, I got up by myself. The voices at the gym entrance never stopped. I did not dare look back.